Hi there, my name is Eli and welcome back to my channel, Draculija. And in today's video, I am doing a doll news roundup. There are so many dolls that are coming out and we got so many stock photos for so many new releases, from brand new Monster High dolls to some new Rainbow High dolls that look gorgeous, as well as even some new Bratz dolls. So let's go ahead and get right into things. Okay, first reveal we had is San Diego Comic-Con Sweet Screams Twyla. Now, this year's San Diego Comic-Con does have two dolls being released, and this first one, Twyla, is sort of like the standard fare for San Diego Comic-Con that we have sort of become familiar with this past 4 years. Twyla will be the fourth doll released since Voltage's Frankenstein. So we had like the black and white Voltage's Frankie, then we had Freak to Chic Draculaura, last year we had Dead Fast Schoolia, and now we have Sweet Screams Twyla. Sweet Screams Twyla is very similar to like Freak to Chic Draculaura, where it's sort of an installment and continuing a previous G1 line that was a fan favorite. So I love this. Twyla is themed after cotton candy. You can see her hair has like a little cotton candy cone that's upside down. I like the details. I like that Dustin's also like a little cotton candy, and apparently he's also scented, so that's fun. It makes sense. It feels like a little on the nose to go with cotton candy with this like curly hair texture, but I don't mind because I just love the vibes and the whole fantasy. Maybe it's just me, but like something about this doll is also giving Freak to Chic. I know it's not Freak to Chic, but like it still kind of reads circus with the cotton candy. And I know there's already a Freak to Chic Twyla, but like, I don't know, I'm also getting just like heavy Freak to Chic vibes. Maybe that's just a me thing. But I do love this scary, creepy candy theme going on. Her earrings are cute, like a little lollipop, a little candy. Her eyes glow in the dark, which is really cool. And then looking at everything you get a doll stand, you get Dustin, you get a purse, the doll, and like a little mini poster. I love the artwork for Twyla that they did. It's so evocative. I feel like she looks scared or afraid. So I'm a huge fan of that artwork. Her makeup, okay, in the artwork, I love the makeup. And then in the actual doll, like she just looks a little bit like she has a blank stare. Like I wish her screening felt like it had more life to it. Maybe that's intentional because she kind of has those like classic Coraline-esque button eyes, which are really fun. But it is a really, really cool screening. I love the intense blush on the cheeks, on the nose. I love the black lips. The eyebrows are really cool, like where they go from teal to black. It's a really, really cool screening. I also like that the eyelashes are purple and the liner's purple. Like it's just very different makeup wise. So I do like this makeup, but it just feels a little bit like, I don't know, ominous in a way. Now, there's a cool detail in this doll that I feel like is kind of hard to read, but she has little candies like in the upper layer of her tulle dress. You can kind of see one of them peeking out right there, but the candies are like this black plastic and it's really hard to tell what's going on. So I appreciate the fantasy of them trying to like give us little details like that. I just wish the candies were not in this black plastic because it's just really hard to see. And you can kind of see in her little clear purse right there, one of the candies is inside the purse as well. So there's like a through line element with those little candy pieces, but once again, in the purse it works because it's like black plastic in a clear plastic purse, but in the dress it's really hard to tell what's going on. But overall, I'm a huge fan of this Twyla. I love all the details. Her shoes are scrumptious. Like the little cotton candy cone for the heel is really cool touch. I love the translucent plastic that they picked. All the little details, like Twyla's little smoky dream wisps are really nice. They're in a pure black, and the one on her leg is kind of like kind of looks like a candy cane. It kind of looks like a snake. I can't really tell what's going on. It kind of reminds me of Beetlejuice a little bit, but all these details I think are really, really cool. So I'm a huge fan of this doll. I'm hopefully going to be trying to pick her up in person. And typically at Comic-Con, if you attend the actual con, one of the days of the like 4 days that you're there, they do a signing for this doll. And like you can either have a poster get signed or the actual doll if you purchase the doll. So I'm hoping I can go to that signing this upcoming Comic-Con because it's always really fun to see the design team and, you know, get to chat with them. So fingers crossed I can win the lottery for that. Okay, now moving on to the next Comic-Con doll, which I feel like has caused, you know, a little bit more buzz given the details around her. So up next we have Alvara. I love this Alvara. This is our second Collector Alvara, and she is kind of like a variant. So a couple months ago, we had a leak of Alvara, which is essentially this exact doll, but like what I'm guessing is the general release. I think she had just had silver chrome details instead of these purple chrome details. And someone claimed to have gotten her off of Amazon. So like that's how we knew about that Alvara doll. And this is now the first time Mattel and Monster High themselves are sort of announcing and showing off this Alvara doll. But like I said, this is the Comic-Con Purple Chrome variant. And this is sort of a true Comic-Con exclusive doll. The past 3 years at Comic-Con for Mattel, for Monster High, from Voltageous to Freak to Chic Draculaura to Deadfest Ghoulia, all of those dolls were readily available to purchase on Mattel Creations, as well as being available at San Diego Comic-Con. Like you could get it either way. So if you weren't able to attend Comic-Con and you just wanted to buy her online, you could do that. It made them pretty easy to obtain. And that's kind of how it's working with this year's Sweet Screams Twyla as well. That's kind of like the standard fare that, you know, Monster High has established for their Comic-Con dolls. But this Alvara is sort of like switching that up a little bit. And she's only going to be available to purchase at San Diego Comic-Con if you attend the convention. So that alone already makes me nervous in my shot at getting her. And like that's coming from someone who is attending Comic-Con. And I just say that because like I know this doll being more exclusive and, you know, only available at the con is going to attract the wrong crowd who just wants to buy her to resell. And you know, the doll community, we do not like resellers. But for Comic-Con, like I'm someone who goes to Comic-Con as a true fan who's just like wants to nerd out and have fun. And I'm not really there to like try to flip things for a profit. But there are people who like that is what brings them joy when they go to these cons. It's like being able to seek out what's going to be the most lucrative item that they can buy and flip and resell. So like it just has me nervous for this specific Alvara doll. So I'm crossing my fingers, wish me luck. I do think she's really gorgeous. She's just a purple chrome variant from the hopefully general release variant that should be coming out soon. But the coolest thing about this doll is her updated screening where she has a winking face. One of her eyes is winking, and I think the screening is so cool. I really hope they implement this on more dolls, whether that's G1 collector dolls or G3 dolls, whatever. I want more winking faces because I think it is so cool. They introduced it on the Monster High potions, so I was like crossing my fingers and just hoping that they would do a winking face on like a 11-inch doll, and here they're doing it. It just sucks that they're doing this really cool screening on what I'm expecting to be a very hard to get exclusive doll. So like that really sucks, that really stings. But I love her design. I love her spiderweb neck cowl. I love her cape that's flaring out with all the chrome details. She's just really, really cool. Just unfortunate that it feels like it's going to be a madhouse to get her. Now, I want to share some quick tips if you are attending this year's Comic-Con, whether you're a first timer or like you've been before. Comic-Con does a lottery system now that they introduced like 2 years ago. And how it works is any day you're attending, so Thursday through Sunday, whenever you're attending like a full day, I think even preview night might have this system, I'm not too sure. But any day you're attending, you get to submit what is essentially like tickets into a lottery, and you get 12 tickets, 12 entries each day to submit, and you could divvy up those tickets, those 12 entries, whichever way you like for whatever offerings they have. And certain vendors like Mattel or like Funko or like whoever else is there, they can opt in to these lottery systems, so it makes their shopping experience a lot smoother and easier. And typically they have time slots you can enter for, so it'll be like you can shop from 10 to 11, from 11 to 12, from 12 to 1, and you can pick a time slot, put your tickets in, and then you'll randomly get selected, and maybe you'll get selected for the time slot you want, maybe you'll get picked for nothing. It's a lottery, it's all chance. But that is how Mattel does their shopping at the con. Typically, after all of the lottery ticket system, shopping entries are done for the day, like towards the end of the day, they'll open it up to general public. So like sometimes Mattel around like 3 or 4 will open up their shopping to like anyone who doesn't have a ticket, like who didn't get selected for the lottery. So that's sort of the process. So I'm gonna enter in for Mattel's shopping, hope I get picked. But it does suck because there's other things that I want to do as well. I don't want to put all my tickets towards just being able to shop at Mattel. Like you can also enter in your little lottery tickets for like Monster High signings and things like that. So I'm just sort of nervous at my chances for getting this Alvara. I think people who don't go to Comic-Con just assume that if you're going to the con that you'll be a shoo-in towards being able to get something like this. But like, no, it is still difficult and a bloodbath to get the items you want at Comic-Con. You're still competing with like 100,000 other attendees. So like, it's not as easy as I think people perceive it to be. So yeah, that's my little spiel. Hopefully any of those tips help out a little bit. I'm gonna try to get her, but you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, moving on from the Comic-Con dolls. As excited as I am for those, and I love Comic-Con, next up we have some G3 playline leaks to talk about. All right, looking at Buried Secrets Wave 3, I was going to bed and we only had Clawdeen out. I wake up, all of a sudden, the whole line has been leaked. So we now know all of the 4 dolls. This series, you know, it's whatever. It's okay. I'm never going to like ride super hard for Buried Secrets just because they are budget dolls that have, you know, a lot going on that I don't love. Mostly polypropylene hair, terribly articulated bodies, as well as now UV pixelated screenings. Like, there's just a lot working against these dolls. So keep that in mind. Like, I'm not gonna keep repeating myself, but like, that's always in the back of my head when I'm thinking about these dolls. So let's get one thing straight. Now, starting with Clawdeen, I like her mask. I like her shoes. I like her hair. Don't love the screening. The fashion is fine. This fashion, funny enough, feels very G1-esque with this just like black piece of glittery tulle. Something about this like tulle mesh fabric just feels very G1 in my head. I do like the chest piece with like the plastic bow and stars and everything, so that's kind of fun. But you know, these are one-piece budget outfits. The print is fine. Yeah, it's whatever. I want to probably style and display these dolls wearing the masquerade masks, but you know, we're just kind of all over the place. Like, we got a ballet theme, we got a masquerade theme, just mash them together and this is what we got. This is also the second time Monster High G3 is exploring a ballerina theme. We kind of had it a little bit in Skulltimate Secrets Series 4, where that was like pop star / ballerina. It was for sure like pop star primary, so it's fine, I guess, it's whatever. And masquerade themes are not my favorite when it comes to dolls, so if Monster High wants to explore the masquerade theme, I much rather have it be in like a budget line doll set than a deluxe doll line set. So all of those factors, you know, Clawdeen's just middle of the road, middle of the pack. She doesn't excite me. She's there, she exists. That's how I feel about her. Now, we had these masks teased on the coffin packaging of Buried Secrets Wave 2. So we knew Clawdeen was coming, and we knew Cleo was coming. Here's Cleo. I think, in my opinion, she's the worst out of this lineup, which is kind of jarring because Buried Secrets Wave 1, Cleo was the strongest. Buried Secrets Wave 1, Cleo was so strong that, like, she had all of us acting out of character where we're like, this is the best Cleo. And she has, like, polypropylene, a one-piece outfit. You know, it's like it's a sleepover line. Like, we were just acting wild because that Cleo screening was and still is so good. And that just goes to show a strong screening, a strong face can really, really carry a doll. It can make you look past things that otherwise you would not accept. This doll is not doing any of that. There's not a lot that's very redeemable about this doll, from hair to makeup to fashion. My favorite thing going on is the mask. I like a Jackal Anubis style theme, so that for sure is my favorite aspect of this doll. But just all the different blues going on here, like the shoes are different blue. We don't really see that color anywhere else on this doll. Maybe the hair. I don't love the earrings. Her plastic chest piece is kind of fine. I like that, I guess. I don't like the asymmetrical piece of tulle. It's just not great. It's not great. I like the water bottle and I like the purse. The screening, though, I do not like. These eyes are very similar to kind of what they were doing with Scary Sweet Birthday Cleo, and I just don't really like that eye shape where it's got that specific like curvature in the inner corner. I like the more angular eyes of Buried Secrets Wave 1 Cleo. So, and the makeup here is just not great either. Like, just this chunky kind of dull blue eyeshadow. It's just not great. There is some cool bow details for her lower eye makeup, right? And the yellow right there. So that I like. But this Cleo is just, yeah, she's whatever. Now, the next two dolls are the ones that I think are the most exciting entries in this line and the most shocking. I for sure thought, okay, we're getting Clawdeen, we're getting Cleo, probably Draculaura, and then the fourth doll, I was expecting a wild card. But no, these next two dolls are both wild cards in my opinion. First up, we have Twyla. I think she's the best in this line. I'm kind of like a Twyla stan. I don't know. I just love Twyla. I feel like her theme of boogeyman is so unassuming, but there's so much like to explore with that theme and her design and her motifs. And I feel like she executes this theme the best as far as her hairstyle. Her screening is like the best in my opinion. Granted, it's still like, you know, UV style pixelated screening, but the little bows at the top of her eyeshadow look really nice. Her eye makeup is also just objectively the best. It just looks the nicest, as well as her screening. Like her eyes look really nice. Yeah, I really, really like her. Her earrings are cute. I love her bunny mask. It's kind of creepy cute. Like, I don't know. I really like this mask. I like her fashion. Her top little piece is like a bow with an hourglass. You know, they use the hourglass a lot, kind of reminds me of like the Sandman a little bit, like sneaking into your dreams, you know? The best thing about this doll is very bittersweet, and it is her dream smoky wisps. On her forearms, her little wisps are like laced ribbons, and then on her legs, they're just little bows, and they are so cute. They are the best parts of this Twyla, and it makes me not want to rebody her. So if and when I get this doll, I'm probably just gonna keep her on this like unarticulated body because those details are so cool. I like her shoes, her purse, and her bottle. Yeah, she's cool. She's my favorite for sure. And then lastly, another wild card, Laguna. I don't think anyone is expecting a Buried Secrets Laguna because of the constraints with her legs. It's kind of like same thing with like Spectra, you know? Like dolls that have a lot going on that, you know, impact their budget and their manufacturing. I just feel like I was not expecting to see that for Buried Secrets. But here we are seeing Laguna. And all of us fans asking for more Laguna in 2025 are getting that. We thought we were in a Laguna drought. It is the opposite. We're getting a new Skulltimate Secrets Laguna. We're getting a new Buried Secrets Laguna. So I'm happy. I don't think this is like the best Laguna doll, but for the sheer fact that her legs are so unique compared to any of the other Lagunas, I really, really like her for that reason. Like, you know, Laguna had the ombre pink to blue leg moment going on. Here, her legs are just this pure blue. It's kind of like a opaque, a little bit matte blue. You know, it's not completely translucent like Spectra is. But if this is their solution towards giving us a Buried Secrets budget body Laguna, I'm pretty happy with this. If this is the compromise. It's different. I kind of like it. I don't know. It's a little silly having her lower half just be like blue and her upper half be pink. But I'm just happy to see Laguna in this line. Also, I love this color story for Laguna. Working in like seafoam green, aqua, pink, and black territory. I want to see more of this. I love her little duffel bag. She has my favorite duffel. Her sneakers are so cute. All of her sculpts are like using like octopus tentacles. Like she still feels very monstery, but still kind of has that nice soft coquette frilliness with the ballerina theme. I feel like she executes this theme the best, surprisingly. I like her hairstyle. They all have updos. I also feel like these dolls all have polypropylene, but Laguna's like looks deceptive. Like, am I gonna be delusional and wish that Laguna and hope that Laguna has Saran? I am. I'm gonna let's manifest together that this doll has Saran. Why would she have Saran? There is no reason for her to have Saran. All signs point towards polypropylene, but I'm gonna be delusional and cross my fingers that she has Saran. I just don't see this like teal color in polypropylene ever. Really blonde either, so like, you know, who knows? Who knows? Her eye makeup is fine. It kind of reminds me of her Skulltimate Secrets Series 1 doll. I like the little bow details on her cheeks. Her earrings are cute. Yeah, she is for sure number 2, fighting for that number 1 spot with Twyla, but I love her. I was genuinely so shocked to see that the 2 other dolls in this line were Twyla and Laguna, and I love being like surprised like that. So, you know, I'm happy. Okay, looking at the new Sparkle and Shine Wave 2 line for Rainbow High, I'm pretty sure I was calling the slime legs Sparkle and Shine. I don't know what that line of dolls is called, so I'm sorry for that error, but this is actually Sparkle and Shine Wave 2. They now have like lava lamp legs, which I actually really like. In the stock photos, like the lava lamp legs look perfectly distributed, but I'm sure in real life, like you're not gonna get this nice disbursement of like lava lamp vibes as easily. Like, you're gonna have to do a good shake or two, but I love this. I love the color stories. It is feeling a little bit like Rainbow High New Friends version 2. Like, if you wink and wince like your eyes a little bit, does that not just look like Lilac Lane, Pinkley Page, and Blue Brooks just a little bit plus a friend? Like, that's kind of the vibes I'm getting, but I really like these colors on all of the dolls, so I'll let it pass this time. But, you know, I think this is a huge step in the right direction for Rainbow High. I am getting a little bit like confused or in some whiplash because, like, in the last video I did talking about Rainbow High, one of my key talking points is like, it seems like Rainbow High has ditched monochromatic color stories and they're just sort of giving rainbows in all the hair and just like doing whatever they want with the fashion. And now with Wave 2, it's like, this feels very monochromatic. They are still pretty adventurous with the color choices here and there, but like, it's giving monochromatic vibes. So you know what? Rainbow High is unpredictable at this point. Maybe for the worse, maybe for the better. It's maybe for you to decide. I think for the better. I really like this line. Okay, kicking off with Whitney. I love Whitney. She is really, really good. The best thing that they did about this doll is not giving her white hair. If she had like a Maya Rain stark white hair, she would not be as good. But because she has platinum blonde hair, it makes her so like just so much better. So for that, I thank you designers, because her hair is delicious. I love the hairstyle, the bangs with like the wispy pieces, with the pieces tied up and curled. Like, it is a beautiful, complex hairstyle. It's a little short, a little blunt, but I don't mind. Her screening is really nice. I like her accessories. She comes with like a little naked chihuahua. Her purse is really cool. Her fashion is very like Y2K. I'm seeing some Diesel references. Her boots are not my favorite, but that's fine. Overall, I just love this outfit. And I think Whitney is like one of the strongest ones. I can definitely anticipate her being a fan favorite. Anytime they do kind of like neutral hair as well, I think people really, really gravitate towards that, like Delilah and like Victoria. So I can see Whitney sort of joining those ranks. The blue legs are a little bit different, but I don't mind it. Like, that specific shade of blue, that kind of like cornflower indigo blue, it kind of works here in a weird sort of way. The only thing that would make these dolls better, two things: wrist articulation and a doll stand. If they gave us those two things, I think this would be like, Rainbow High is back, baby, like, we're here. But because those two things are missing, I'm still just like reluctant. I'm still like, it's good, but you know, we have room for improvement. Okay, there's still room to grow. But this is amazing. I love all of her little details, her makeup. Her lips are really cool. Her eyeshadow is nice and graphic. I love her like blonde white eyebrows. Just, yeah, she is gorgeous. Her earbuds like kind of look like a stethoscope to me. So you know what? Hey, it's fine. It's woman in STEM at this point, right? So I love her. I like her accessories. And I like that the accessories are like, you know, they feel better than what we've gotten in the past. Some of the recent Rainbow High accessories have just been not good, and all of these accessories seem to be actually pretty fun, thematic, trendy, tasteful. So I'm a fan. And her CD is Prismatics, which is a reference to the new junior high dolls. So, you know, I'm seeing the in-universe lore that they're building. I like that. I appreciate that. Okay, moving on to my personal favorite, we have Misty. I just love this color story, this hair color, as well as the fashion. I think she has the best fashion in my opinion. All of the layering. I do think that some of those pieces are probably sewed on together. Like, that black, almost like stretchy houndstooth looking fabric does look like it's sewed on to the top, which is not ideal, but for how cool that top is, with the cutout, with the collar, with like the green mesh sleeves. I love all of these colors, as well as this skirt. This skirt is so cool. The pleats look really nice, and you kind of have like a more turquoise green denim, and then like this lighter blue satin layer. Just very, very cool. And I like her lava lamp legs. I love her shoes. I just love everything about this doll. She speaks to my soul. I love her hairstyle. The one thing I maybe would change is her eye color. I mean, I get that she's blue themed, but I don't know, those bright blue eyes are just a little bit too bright. I love this lip color though. An adventurous lip color like this like metallic teal, is so good. Yeah, just no words. I love Misty. And then looking at her accessories, her purse is cute. I like her little hand mirror. I know that's like a brand that's really popular and trendy. I don't know the name of it, but it's got a nice little swan on it. She's got little lip gloss, just gorgeous, so cute. Her little glass like reminded me of like TJ Maxx, so yeah, whatever. But I like her purse. Yeah, she's my favorite. I love her hairstyle with the braids. I just know with braids in Rainbow High that it's really easy for the braids to get frayed. So if you have the opportunity, try to pick her out in person so you can pick one with really good inbox hair. But this color blend is like what they should have given to Skylar from the get-go. This is a beautiful, beautiful color blend, like aqua with a darker blue, just so scrumptious. My favorite color blend we've had from Rainbow High in a long time. Combined with the fashion, like, she's my favorite. She's the best. Okay, moving on to Leilani. I love her name. Leilani plus her skin tone plus her hibiscus purse, like it's giving me like Hawaiian vibes. So I'm pretty sure that's the goal with Leilani, is that she's Hawaiian. So I love that. Her outfit is cute. The skirt's not my favorite. It's a little frumpy and I don't like that crushed velvet fabric, but the top I adore. I love the little peekaboo leopard print. The little ribbon is really cute. That top is stunning. Her shoes are really, really cute. It's kind of giving us that like Dior print. I think that they would do a lot with Georgia. So yeah, whatever. But I really love her. Some of the best details with Leilani. Her little lip gloss is the Yummy Land lip gloss. And then she kind of has one of those like ugly slime pets on her phone, kind of mimicking like a Sunny Angel. So they're definitely in tune with what's trendy and popular right now. Even like a handheld camera, that's really popular. So I really like Leilani's accessories. I love her hair color. I just wish her screening felt a little bit more exciting. I love her brown eyes. So overall, she's a success to me. I probably will pick her up, but I like Whitney and Misty just a little bit more. But like, it's a pink doll. Like pink dolls are always popular. They always sell well. Her hairstyle is very intricate though. Like it just looks like a half up, half down situation, but there are like twists involved and a wraparound. So her hairstyle is very complex, which I appreciate. The only thing I don't like is the skirt. The skirt's just not my favorite. Yeah, Leilani is pretty strong. And lastly, in this lineup, we have Dawn. Dawn to me kind of feels out of place. Like the other three all have pretty complex hairstyles and designs. And then when I look at Dawn's hair, immediately I'm kind of like, what happened? Like, why does she not have the same type of attention to detail that the other three had? She's still nice. Like I like her styling and I like her color story, but the hair just is where like I just, something feels off with this doll specifically in the hair. The makeup though is really, really nice. Like the star makeup that they did, it's very, very trendy makeup. I love this face makeup. The eyebrows I don't love. I don't love the eyebrows, but like the eye makeup is just really, really cool. The hair, I just can't get behind. I do like this color. This feels like, you know, Simone Summers-esque. We're getting a little bit like Pinkley Page, like those salmony pink tones. So we've seen this before. But yeah, I just can't get behind that hair. I do like the outfit. I love this type of like jacket she's got going on. It kind of reminds me of Diva a little bit from Overwatch. I can't tell if she's wearing shorts or a skirt. It's shorts with some like skirt-esque trim. And the t-shirt looks fine. Yeah, her outfit just feels the most simple. Her hair feels the most simple, but her makeup really delivers. So I'm kind of just like, don't know how to process her. Also in one of the photos, like her headphones are barely hanging onto her head the way her pigtails are tied. So I'm like, yeah, good luck getting those headphones to stay. But I do like her. Her backpack is really cute. She's got a laptop and she's playing like a little dress up game. So she's nice. She's just the weakest one in my opinion. Yeah, and they are going for that gamer vibe with like the headset and everything, and y'all already know how I feel about a gamer aesthetic. I did like Pinky James. There's so many terrible names, oh my gosh. I did like Pinky James though, so this kind of feels like a Pinky cousin sibling situation as far as the aesthetic goes. But yeah, Dawn's fine. She's whatever. She's there. She's not like exciting me, but if she's your favorite, then yeah, that's cool too. Okay, now lastly we have wave 3 of Color and Create. Can you believe it? Wave 3. These are fine. None of these are particularly calling to me. My favorite is the one with the curls because I love curly hair and I like her screening. She feels like the most unique. The one thing to me that will always be the biggest shortcoming with Color and Crate is that they did not bother to give these dolls names. Now that we have 9 Color and Crate dolls, how do you talk about and discern these dolls from one another other than eye color? It's just so difficult. Like, oh, I'm talking wave 2. That it's like, it's so hard to talk about these dolls as a community, as people who like dolls, just because the brand did not make it easy for us to talk about them. So even here, we're gonna say, what is that, like cyan eye? We'll say, I don't know, purple eye, and we'll say, I don't know, gray eyes. Like, what? How would you describe these, right? But that we'll do that. Cyan, purple, and gray. That's what I'm calling them. Okay. Starting off with cyan. Love the curls. Love, love, love. I even love the little ringlets framing her face. She does have like sculpted baby hairs. Nice little freckles. I wonder if her freckles are gonna kind of be like Victoria Whitman. We'll see. That's kind of what I'm getting the vibe. I love her outfit. I love these pants. I love the top. She has the best outfit by far. Just gorgeous outfit. And I will say that is a huge improvement. Wave 1, they all were wearing the same exact thing. And since wave 2 and onward, they're giving them fresh outfits. So I appreciate that. I've not really been in my Color and Crate bag lately. Like, there was a time where I was obsessed with these and like dyeing them and I was like all in, but I'm not there. I'm not there. But this gimmick is fun. It's an airbrush gimmick. I wonder how well it'll actually work. You get 4 colors, red, yellow, blue, and purple. Looks like you get some stickers and or stencils. I'm not too sure. You still don't get a doll stand, but these also seem to be very popular just because they are sort of like both doll and craft. They sort of occupy that gimmick realm that these doll brands love to occupy lately. So I'm not surprised to see wave 3 of these, but this one right here, the cyan eyes, is my favorite. We have others. We have, what did I call this? Purple eyes. She's fine. Her hairstyle is very complex, which I appreciate. I love this hairstyle. Very, very cool. The bun is not my favorite, but like the braiding going on the sides is really, really nice. Her screening's pretty simple. Her fashion, I don't love that like pleated accordion style fabric, and the shirt is just fine, but I really like her shoes. Yeah, she's just kind of middle of the road. She's whatever to me. So probably not going to pick her up. She's just okay. And then lastly, we have what is kind of like the like Ariana Grande one with the high pony. I do really like her. She's really simple fashion-wise, but the base doll is really, really strong. I am drawn to her. What did I call her? Gray eyes? Yeah, gray eyes. I like her. I like her. Rainbow high. They always eat with the high pony, so no surprise here. But yeah, these are just kind of like whatever. I probably will not pick any of them up when they release and wait for a sale. And even when they go on sale, I might just pick up one for fun. But I'm a little fatigued with Color and Crate. That's just sort of where I am with this line of dolls. All right, y'all, this is just going to be an endless stream of doll news because, you know, I filmed my initial segment and then I added Buried Secrets Wave 3 because there were updates, okay? Then I've taken a break. I go and see Elio. It was a great film. I get out of the movie theaters and lo and behold, all of Fashion Pixie's stock photos for Bratz leak, and I have a whole new assortment of stock photos to talk about real quick. Bratz has been doing their big one lately. I loved Scorchin, and I'm really excited for these. I like these more than like the t-shirt dolls, whose name I can like not remember. The t-shirt dolls, they come with the t-shirt. Those are fine. These are way up my alley. I love the Pixie theme. Let's get right into it. Here's all 5 dolls. We have Jade, Yasmin, Chloe, Sasha, and Lena. I'm gonna do like rapid fire ranking because this is a long video. I'm not trying to hold y'all hostage here talking about dolls. I mean, who knows? Maybe I will. But I'm gonna go down the line and give my opinions rapid fire style. Starting off, Jade. Low key love her. High key, she's my favorite. I don't know how everyone else is feeling about Miss Jade here. I love the bloomers. I love the top. I love the billowing sleeves. I love her shoes. Love her purse. Love everything. I know everyone's like tapped out of the red lip on Jade. I don't know. It kind of works here. And it's got, I don't know, beautiful shading. I love the liner. I love her makeup with the green eyes. I don't know. Her makeup is my favorite. She just got everything going for her. For me personally, the makeup and the fashion is just calling me. Her hairstyle is basic. It's whatever, but like, I can take it or leave it. None of these wings really speak to me, and the gimmick is like you can wear the wings as a ring. That is a reach. That is a stretch. I also don't really love the mechanism in which like the wings are held in place on the doll. There's like a piece of plastic at the waist, and then the wings kind of connect to that plastic. It's a little weirdly designed, but I love a pixie theme. I just wish these wings felt a little bit more like wings. Yeah, the shape is just very abstract, and I like abstraction, but here, like, I don't know if the wings are entirely speaking to me. I would have liked kind of like the first Pixies line, even like, think like for me, my favorite types of like Pixies, fairies, I love like the Neopets fairies. So if they were a little bit more like that, it'd probably speak to me a little bit more, but I can look past it. I can look past it. That's enough of my pixie wing rant. Now moving on to Yasmin. I love Yasmin's face. Her makeup is so pretty. She looks so pouty, and I love her. She looks like she has one earring. Okay, sure, why the hell not? She has her hair down, the only one with her hair down. Her hair blend looks pretty simple and basic. Don't love her fashion. I like the pants with like the billowing fabric. The top is not my favorite, and I don't love her purse, and her shoes are okay. So Yasmin, yeah, she's not my favorite. Moving on to Chloe. I love this face. This nude lip on Chloe is utterly ridiculous. And like at first it was so bad, but now I think it's so good. It's like it's so bad it's good. That's my stance on it. And I love her eye makeup. She has beautiful, beautiful eye makeup. Basic high pony with a wraparound detail and that platinum blonde that Chloe gets so often. Her brows are very dark brown. It's fine. Her earrings are cute. Are they like bells? What is going on? Maybe tulips. I think it's a tulip. Her pants are a little bit too basic. Like everything else is feeling high fantasy, and then Chloe just has pants on with like some ribbon details. But I love her top. Her top is very cute. Her purse is a little butterfly. I can't fully make out her shoes. Yeah, I like Chloe. She's not my favorite. Moving on to Sasha. I love Sasha. I love her pants. Her pants really speak to me with the pop of green in her shoe. Her bag really, really works. This kind of like drooping tulip flower. Her top, it's kind of ugly. We have different like fabric sewn on. There's like a yellow, a blue, a salmon. I like the green color though that they're pulling out of Sasha's color palette. And I really love Sasha's makeup. Her lip color is not my favorite here, but I love her eye makeup. All of their eye makeup I adore. She kind of has the same exact hairstyle as Jade. I'm trying to like see what's different from it. It might be the same exact hairstyle. I love a big hoop on her. Just, she's lovely. And then lastly, my second favorite is Lena. They made Lena like so dark and vampy and gothic, but she's also kind of giving me like Selena Quintanilla. So I don't know how to feel about her. I do really like her though. These pants are very cool. I love her top. I feel like her top and bottom go really well together. I love the sort of peplum detail on her top, sort of like the petal detail. Yeah, I really love her like darker, vampier color palette. Her wings especially are my favorite. I love, love, love her wings. And her purse is fine. It's a little small, but I don't know. It's kind of like giving me like Deadly Nightshade vibes. So I like that they're, you know, giving Lena this darker vibe. Her hairstyle looks more complex as well with this like twist detail on each side. Hate her earrings. They're just like dragonflies popping out of her ear. Do not like her earrings, but mug down, she's gorgeous. I love this makeup, love the lip color, love her brows. So my final ranking of these fashion pixies, my number 1 is Jade, my number 2 is Lena, my number 3 is Sasha, number 4 is Yasmin, and probably my number 5 is Chloe. But overall, I really like all of them, and I can see all of them looking beautiful together. But I'll probably take it slow, start with Yasmin and Lena, and pick up the rest as I go. But I really like these. These are really, really strong, and I'm very impressed by Bratz recently. Okay, y'all, that does it for today. I'm tapping out. I'm signing off. This has been a long one. If you've stayed till the very end, thank you so much. Give the video a like, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. But please, 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 in the comments below, Let me know which of these upcoming releases is your favorite. From the Monster High San Diego Comic-Con dolls, to the new Buried Secrets Wave 3 dolls, to the new Rainbow High dolls, Sparkle and Shine Wave 2, Color and Create Wave 3, all the way to the brand new, just revealed Bratz Fashion Pixies. That is a lot of dolls, but one of them has to be your favorite. One of them has to be the one that you just gravitate towards the most. So please let me know down in the comments below who that is. The doll I'm going to say speaks to me the most out of all the dolls I talked about today. I'm going to say Misty. I'm going to say Misty. She's still my personal favorite, the doll that I'm like daydreaming and like fantasizing about. So that's my answer. But that is all I have to share in today's video. Thank you all so much for hanging out. My name is Eli. This is my channel, Draculasia, and I'll catch all of you lovely people in the next one. Okay, goodbye.